Yo, we are finally back. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the insane hiatus, obviously. But those of you in the Discord know, or those of you in the last stream, just been going through a lot of moving stuff, obviously. Different background. I don't know if this will be the permanent background going forward either, by the way. It might be a little different, but right now, with no couch right here, this place was pretty optimal for the desk. But a couch probably will be eventually in the area that my desk is in now, and I'll just be slid down a little bit more. But yeah, this is it. Have to be back regardless. Been missing you guys, to be honest. And also been missing the save. Obviously, I don't touch it unless I'm live. So yeah, it is obviously July 12th. We do have the deadline coming up, but you guys know with our team, I mean, we're 72 and 21. There's not much we can really improve on. I mean, like even our worst rated pitcher in Landon Bull has a 291 ERA plus right now. You know, so there's not too much we can really do, I guess, to get better. And what that allows us to do is to hopefully maintain with what we got and keep our really good form um, without having to give up anything. Also, with the new beta patches, by the way, how do you guys feel about the new colors? Obviously, red is still injury, orange is still like a day to day injury, and then they added colors for how tired someone is now. So like, Weston is like 3% or exhausted. He's like this brownish color now. Just takes some getting used to. And then yellow, I guess it's slightly tired, which is what it always was. But yeah, the orangish brown color is a little new. It's gonna take some getting used to for sure. But I think it's cool. We'll adjust. We'll adjust. But yeah, again, 72 and 21. This is the standings. Just try to catch back up where we left off anyway, because I kind of need a refresher myself. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Also, let me know if the mic sounds weird or anything's too loud. Like, obviously, I had to move my entire setup, so if something sounds broken, please tell me. Uh, but yeah, 72 and 21. We're 24 games ahead of the Braves, 28 ahead of the Mets. Elsewhere, it's Reds, Dodgers, Mariners are tied with the Athletics. That division's crazy. The AL West, Tigers, and then Rays, a game and a half ahead of the Blue Jays. Quick stat check in for where we left off. Perini's been coming off the bench, funny enough. But yeah, Davis is leading the charge along with a slew of other people above a 100 WRC plus. Bass is the only one that's not. Um, as far as the pitching side goes, it's just dominant. It's extremely good. Lund has an 83 ERA plus. Like I think he's obviously better than that going forward, but yeah, just slightly below average. But the fit minus is great. There's literally only one person who has a below average fit minus, and that's Carlos, who I do remember, even though it's been a while since we played. He was the one struggling the most out of a pretty stacked pin, but that's not saying much. It's not like he's been awful. He's kind of bounced back, as you can tell. But yeah, he's just been in that long relief role. That's where we're at. Siamese in the closer role with 31 saves. As far as WAR goes, Jesse Cooper is just a freak. I mean, like Enriquez is having a great year too. Obviously, not taking anything away from him, but man, a 304 ERA plus in 115 innings is crazy. Like, I love this dude. He's so good. A 33.4 pitching run value, by the way, right before the deadline, when his highest ever is a 39.2. Like, what? Okay, that's a lie. He had a 60.3. Oh my god. Wow. He has age 22 year. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it rolling. I mean, this deadline is probably gonna be pretty boring. The draft just happened. That is another thing. That we left off with. Our first round pick was Justin Glenn and then Brian Harris. And I don't know if you guys see their overalls, but yeah, it was definitely a draft. We'll say that. But these beta patches, that's something else they kind of changed, I believe, is they kind of touched them up some more. The new hot tub Twitch stream. What's up, Pet? Yeah, I gotta get just missing the hot tub. To be fair, there is a literally right here out this blind. I'd have to go farther back for you guys, but there's blinds all the way to my left until like the wall starts by my desk. Yeah, there's literally a pool right here, like down like 3 floors. Which wait, we're on the third floor. It's got 6 stories in this building, but yeah, there's a big pool down there. No hot tub though. But yeah. That draft sucked. The draft sucked. But it's okay. Yeah, the beta patch though, I need to pull up and look exactly at the patch notes again. Obviously the colors we were talking about are something different, like this to signify how tired someone is. Let me head to my cord real quick. They updated 2026 draft pool again. Um, fixed def- fixed defensive indifference appearing in game logs when it is not valid. Fixed coloring issues, which is those colors. Adjusted the battery icons to more clearly show the status. So like these here, and fixed team report player ratings. So adjust some development. Wait, adjusted some development for balance. Slightly increased pitcher BABIP. Slightly slowed batter development. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll see how that affects. Everything pack settled. We're still working on that. Moving sucks. Yeah, moving does suck. But yeah, literally everything's done. My girlfriend's honestly, she's like a freaking workhorse, dude. She wanted it done quickly, and I mean, she did it too. Like she did a ton of the unpacking stuff. Like she was obsessed with just wanting to get it over with. So yeah, it's done, pretty much done. We sold our last couch just to make the move a little bit easier. We'll just get another couch, but this building is like 10 times nicer. All we'll have to do is all we'll have to do is it has like an elevator, so it's way easier to move furniture in and out. It was a breeze. So yeah, it's pretty much the last big thing. Like we sold some other minor things before the move that would be easier to not have to worry about carrying and moving around. But yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Slightly an objective or no, I agree. I kind of wish they would clarify sometimes, to be honest with you. Also, we did negotiate with everybody, right? I'm pretty confident I would have done that before I hopped off. That way I wouldn't forget. Oops. Yeah, yeah, we purposely didn't negotiate with Connell. Okay. New reports on a bunch of prospects. I need to fix it back, by the way, so we can get Pad to 3 months.
Pep_86 just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Holy, even the Prime going, the Bezos bucks. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. 3 months strong is kind of crazy. Feels weird that it's been 3 months already. That's the crazier part, I guess. I was gonna say though, what was it? I don't remember. I don't remember. I do wish Weston would get more stamina though. It did go from 30 to 35, so that's nice. We can do it. We just gotta get it to 40. We just gotta get it to 40. That's the goal. That is the goal. Also, I feel like I've said this a few times, the last few times I stream. It's supposed to storm, so if for whatever reason the stream drops, that would be why. But actually, I don't know. It don't look so bad anymore now. We had like a tornado watch here, which is pretty uncommon for this area. Where I lived in North Carolina, it was pretty stinking common. No more kitten feeder sounds. Oh, you'll definitely still hear the kitten feeder sounds, if not louder, to be honest. Because yeah, everything just feels louder in this apartment, which is probably because it doesn't have as much carpet as the last one. There's like no carpet in this one. So right now, like two, where we don't have a rug here in the living room or a couch, there's a bit of an echo for me. Hopefully, it's not too bad for you guys. But the kitten tower is behind, or the cat tower is behind me right now, though. The kitten's actually asleep in the top of that. Here, let me go full face cam. Whoops, not that. Boom. The kitten's sleeping in it right now. The big cat is at my feet at the moment. She just walked under my desk, trying to look out the window. There's a you guys probably can't. Hang on, you guys might be able to see out this. Let me see. If I do this actually. It looks too weird on stream, huh? Out there anyway is another part of the building. The building makes like a U shape, like it goes like this, and then here. It's kind of like this, and then this in the middle. And you can see other windows of the other floors or whatever. And there's a cat in that was in the window of one of our, I guess, neighbors. I guess we would call them. a full-grown cat, and it saw our cats, but our cats haven't saw it yet. So we're wondering how that's gonna go. But yeah, Zara's asleep back there, passed out right now. It's been pretty. It was an eventful move with them, which to be fair, we only moved like 6 minutes away from our old place. So okay, nice. Yeah, I was kind of worried about the echo because right now my voice carries a little bit more in this place because again, less carpet, and it's not super empty in here, but I don't know, less carpet in general. The carpet, I guess, was carrying. It was really holding it down for the helping with the echoes. Oh no, Calvin Leal's hurt. Is that like okay? I was gonna say he don't get hurt very often. He got hurt back in March, I guess, with a sore thumb for a day, but most he's ever missed is like a week. Um, yeah, and he's gonna be out a week again this time. That's kind of annoying. Well, definitely should just IL him. Well, it's 10 days though. Forget about that. Before he got hurt in that game, he managed to walk and score. We could just tough it out and not put him on the IL. Um, and then just straight up, we could just go. Yeah, it's on severity at least minimal. So he would just straight up get benched, and that'll just promote Serrano for now. I think that could work. We'll leave it like that. Yeah, the new colors look crazy. Like, look at this. All this brown now. It's kind of wild. It looks really bad. Not bad, but like it looks worse for the pitchers because they get tired easier. It's interesting. I think we're gonna rock. Actually, we're just gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. We must have requested like mass scouting reports on all of our prospects before the end of last stream or something. Who would have guessed that we would come back to scouting reports? That's all we do here is look at player profiles, like 50 per minute. Marlins lead the Phillies 1-0. Oh, how was your birthday, by the way, Breeze? Do anything crazy or just kind of chill? 45. Michelangelo Sico? Sicko? That's a crazy name. This doesn't look half bad, though. Ryan Tully. Mensa. Wasaki. Okay. All right. Oh, apparently they touched up the trade AI even more at the trade deadline. Wow, we just lost 2 games in a row. I don't know when the last time that happened. Okay, yeah, revert the patch. We don't lose games. Why are we losing games? No, that's tough actually. We lose 0-4 in that one. We had 6 hits. We left 11 on base. That'll do it. Cooper gave up 10 hits, 4 earned. Myers had a good game and stuff, but just no, no run support. Is this the same? No, it's not. What about the 4-8 loss? Player of the game was Christian Campbell. 1 for 4. 3 for 3. Day out of Perini in that one for no reason at all. Oh yeah, that's the game that Leal got hurt. Bradish gave up 6. That's tough. Surely we bounce back. Okay, we did. Willits is out with a sore back for 3 days. He'll be okay. Yeah, more scouting reports. Villalobos is looking nice, but he's got the fractured ankle where he's out for 2 to 3 months. That's unfortunate. Toronto. Wait, Bowman. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I remember Bowman. I think he was gonna be decent, but he's not. He's nothing crazy. Have you guys had any saves going? Playing any of your OOTP saves in general? Josh Lewis. This guy is going to get some extra base hits. Quite a few. Oh, it's in the time too, where we need to do promotions. That's why I did brand new scouting reports. That makes sense. Now it makes sense. Cade McCarthy. Roberto Nava, he was our national amateur free agent signing in January of this year. Looks pretty good. I mean, he's had a lot of green too since we signed him. And all green. Who knows? Who knows? Final voting results for the All-Star game. We'll just go straight to the rosters instead of just the final voting. All right, let's just go to the NL. Ed Enriquez made it. Wait. Okay, Cooper's there. I was about to say, how does Cooper not make it? But never mind. Never mind. He's there. So Cooper and Enriquez make it into the rotation. Um, who's Roger Chavez? It's starting 9 innings for him last year. This year he's starting. Last time or his last season, he didn't really start games. All right. Tanner Dunn made it for us. Devin Randolph. Daniel Hernandez at catcher. Actually, the top catcher. First on the depth chart for catcher. That's huge. That is awesome for the third year player. His second All-Star appearance back to back years. Alex Iglesias, Ryan Rios and Eldridge. Jordan Irvin behind Ben Drinkwine. Well, Drinkwine does have 6.2 WAR in July. What's Irvin at? 4.8? I mean, dude. Holy crap. And Davis and Liao rounded out for us. We got a lot of players, rightfully so. Prospects, I wonder, we got to have a lot there too, surely. Bill Ramirez. Wait, Bill Ramirez went in as a starter. Holy crap, he's killing it as a starter this year. Him and his 35 stam. The game sees him as a starter. Has a suggested role as starting pitcher. I hope, man. I hope. Um, Matthew Weston, he's another one we're trying to do that same thing to. He must be on the low side of 35 stand because the game sees him as a bullpen still, but I don't know. We'll see. But he got in as a starter, funny enough. Um, David Hesse, he's 24. He's the number 36 prospect. I can't lie, it's a little getting worrisome. It's getting worrisome on if he's going to make it. Um, Omar Montez, yeah, he was another international amateur free agent signing. He was last year's. Uh, yeah, I think he's a dude who's probably definitely about to get promoted. I would think. We'll see how his ratings look next to the next level. Uh, Luis Santana got MVP for the Prospects All Star game. Leo's out for 5 more days. Willett's for 3 days. On the plus side, there's a nice break here for the All Star festivities. We did win that game 9-2 after a rare 2-game back-to-back L streak. We scored 5 in the top of the sixth. Enriquez was on the mound, 9 Ks, 2 earned. Carlos come in, did solid. Ed got player of the game. Their starter, Devin Johnson, got hurt. Willits got injured while throwing the ball. Oh, that reminds me, we signed a big extension for wasn't it Liao? We went ahead and agreed to a real yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of crazy. He was on League Men this year, and then it was going to be his first ARB year. This upcoming off season or his first ARB season, whatever. And yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme, this contract was pretty nice. 42 million, 42 million, 42 million, 38, 38. Considering, what James Wood, what we signed him for, and Cooper and Irvin, like it's pretty exciting. It does suck that he's out for 5 days, but it'll be okay. Forgot how to play the game, right? Yeah, feel rusty on some of the screens. A few misclicks here and there. Nah. Wait, Zach. Wait, what? Uh, okay. How does I mean the Angels need that guy bad. But wait a minute. Let's wait, Angel Police, he was one of our players at one point. Looks like he was still on our favorite prospect short list. Did we trade him or did we did in exchange for Lyndon Bull? Hmm. I want to go see though what the Red Sox rotation or staff looks like. Okay, I mean it's pretty good. Also, yeah, what do you guys think about the Canelli early trade headed to the Nationals? That was an interesting trade in real life, obviously. Um, okay, Dixon's back in 2 weeks. That'll actually be huge. Joe Young's still on his rehab assignment. He's doing good. He can come back whenever, but we're in a weird spot where a lot of people are playing good in front of him. Yeah, it's kind of weird to see a player of this caliber on waivers, but I mean, their staff was nice. I'm not going to claim this guy, and he was doing really good. He had 1.3 WAR, did 47 and 2/3 this season as a reliever. Oh well, I guess Joe Adele on waivers. Year 2034 brings some interesting things. Um, Looks like we're still selling out games, by the way. We might be able to bump up ticket prices eventually. But hey, what's up, Paul McConnell? How's it going? How's it going? Now Curtis Mead seems to be hurt, so I think the Nats could have won that trade. Is he really hurt? It's actually crazy. Yeah, I thought that was you know, considering which the Nats, I mean, at the time of the trade, I think they were like 2.5 or 3 games back from wild card spot. So like I respect him trying to do something. I didn't know he got hurt though. Yeah, I know like Abrams. Obviously, James Wood is good, but yeah, like Abrams is having a nutty year. It's making it interesting for the Nats at the deadline. It's like, would they still move Abrams, or now with that early trade, are they going to just kind of chill out and see where the season goes and see if they can't squeak into a playoff spot? That'd be interesting. Ed Martin. Oh, Bemontes. Okay. Wait, how many more people need to sign? That's what I needed to pay attention to. Left the game early, placed on the IL with a broken wrist. No shot. Dude, that is so unlucky. That is so tough. I didn't know that. I didn't catch that news, I guess. All right. Oh yeah, who else needs to sign? All right, just 2 more players, then we'll be able to do promotions. Just want to make sure everybody is locked up before we go into it. NL defeats the AL 7-6 behind Josh Whitaker of the Rangers. He's having a good year. It's his second year in the league. Let's look at the box score. See how our guys did. Oh wow, the AL almost did it in the bottom of the ninth. They scored one. Wasn't enough though. Yeah, Whitaker got credited with the All-Star Game MVP, got Player of the Game. Let's see. Irvin, he walked and scored once. Okay. Iglesias went 1 for 2 with a run and RBI. Who else? Daniel Hernandez went 0 for 1. Classic. That stuff. Home runs. Mata and Hernandez. Double. Romeo had two doubles. But yeah, who did they start? Oh, they started Scooble, Ty Johnson, De Leon, McPherson. They started. Oh, the NL started Jennings. The NL pitching is insane. Actually, Cooper had an appearance. He got a hold out of the pen. Burns as well. Hmm. Yo, what's up, G Mags? Good to see you, man. I am newish player who is trying to rebuild the Marlins. It's a slog. What would you recommend for coaching as well as development? Well, that's awesome that you're taking over the Marlins. That's always a really fun one. Also, do you normally play every game or do you autoplay a bunch? Autoplay a bunch. I don't even if I watch the games, I don't actually choose, take pitch or what pitch gets thrown or like pitch around and stuff. I just like to operate as the GM just for, the role play aspect. I think it's cool to let my manager, like I still hire a manager. I think it's cool to let him still run things. I do tweak the lineups and pitching staff though still, but as far as in-game management, I just leave it up to the manager. Just a lot more out of my control is more fun for me. Um, but yeah, no, so I sim a lot of the games though. The games we'll occasionally just watch a random regular season game. But all the playoff games we'll watch. Sometimes we'll watch, or a lot of times we'll watch opening day, or if we have like a big debut for a rookie that we really want to see, or let's say maybe we had a game like we're 74 and 23 right now. Let's say we had a game coming up versus like I don't know the Dodgers. Maybe we'd watch one of those out of that series for fun. Just another really good team. But other than that, yeah, I sim a lot of the games. Also, yeah. So to answer your question about for coaching, okay, for coaching, it's it's a lot more simple than you probably think off the bat. So for your managers at pretty much every level, we'll say all minor league levels for now. You want to prioritize obviously handles development and mechanics the most, but mostly handles development. Um, if you want now, that's like very on the surface, straightforward. Handles development mechanics, the higher the better. Um, Now, another step is relationships. So, like your relationships, for one, whenever you're looking at relationships, let me hide my face cam real quick. Right here, top right, there's a drop down. You can see his relationship with players on a certain team. Right now, it says Washington Nationals, but he's our AAA coach. So, it would be the Rochester Red Wings. You want to try and make sure they don't have a poor relationship with anyone that they're going to be managing. But if there's like one dude here, you know what I mean? It won't be the end of the world. But yeah, that's another thing you can prioritize. But yeah, so for managers, handles development and influences mechanics. Now, for the pitching coaches and hitting coaches, exact same thing plus what they actually teach. So obviously, your pitching coaches, the higher the better at teaches pitching, and then you want to have a high preference for development and mechanics. And then same thing for hitting. So yeah, everything higher the better, obviously. Now, at the major league level, if you're hiring a manager, that stuff is still important. But if you ever need a tiebreaker or something, handles development in theory isn't as important at like the major league level for me because a lot of times they're already developed. Like you'll get tons of dudes who aren't fully developed that come up, obviously. Like they'll still have some room to grow. But since they're already at the MLB level, ideally they're already MLB quality. So, but you're never going to not hire someone who also still has good handles development at the MLB level. But here I like to put a little bit more of an emphasis on handles aging at the major league level. In the minor leagues, I don't really worry about handles aging that much. If you want to, you can. You'll develop a system, right? You'll develop like a archetype for your org of what you prefer. Because see, something that I kind of did with Sharino here is at the MLB level, I like my staff to have personality of normal, personable, or easygoing. And then I don't want them to struggle with any of those three. If they work well with it, it's okay. If they don't, it's also okay. But I just don't want them to struggle with any of those three. What you can kind of do is if you develop an archetype of those kind of like staff members throughout your system, you can promote staff members. They usually won't take demotions. But like I could promote from within. So like for example, one day Sharino could come up and be like my bench coach or something, and he would already fit like the personality archetype I'm looking for. But yeah. As far as like your first like base coaches, your first third base, and then your bench coach, these dudes are going to be on your staff roles right here. And this is the different things they could possibly teach. Is they teach running, outfield, infield, catching. So you can kind of balance who is good at what. So like this guy Bill Siberia. Also, you probably noticed the funny names like Sir Plevington, Jockstrap, Ron Wash's stash. We just have a channel point system over on Twitch where you can rename a staff member. So that's why, yeah, why some of those are funny names. But yeah. So like you want to prioritize these here at the bottom, the in-game running or not in-game running. Sorry, teach catching, defense, infield, outfield, running. It's okay to balance each other out. Let's say Ron Wash's stash here was only good at in-game running and catches defense, but was miserable at the other three. I can hire somebody else to make up for that and assign them to do something else here. And then here on staff roles, you can also see your staff cohesion, and you can see what personalities they struggle with. So, like our scouting director struggles with the normal personality type, which is and in parentheses it has a three. That means there's three people that has a normal personality that they struggle with. But you can see our staff cohesion is ecstatic. Um, you can still win a World Series with miserable staff cohesion. It won't make or break a World Series team, but it is something else you can micromanage to try and influence things to go your way. So, yeah, hopefully that helps, though. I know that was a lot. If you have more specific questions, feel free to ask as many as you want. I love answering them, so it won't bother me at all. But yeah, so basically, handles development and influences mechanics are going to be your best friend for development, plus what they teach. That's pretty much the gist of it. Also for development, your player development budget is extremely, extremely important. Like, the closer you can have this to max, the better. Like, it's one of those things that I am a very firm believer in. It's worked for me way too well for far too long for it not to be true. Um, I understand though, being the Marlins, it's extremely hard to have your player development budget max, but eventually one day you will be able to keep working it up. But just kind of set it to what you can set it to. It's fine. I understand sometimes you're going to have to dip into your budgets to make things happen in free agency and things of that nature. But um, yeah, you'll you'll get it figured out eventually, and it'll slowly your budget will go up the better you do. You'll go to have miserable owners sometimes too, but you can see your future projected budgets here, and hopefully, ideally, if you're having decent seasons over and over, making playoffs here and there, getting extra like playoff revenue, you'll your budget will start to go up more. Now, obviously, the worse off owner that you have on the physical personality part, the tougher that'll be. But yeah, I understand. Like a lot of things, what I say are like best case scenario. So I understand not every scenario is best case. Like very rarely is it best case, but it's like a goal to work towards prioritizing. Yo, what's up, 732? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you guys have been well during like the massive hiatus, man. I've been missing you guys. I'm just glad to be back. All right, we're back versus Atlanta now. Home series. A few games at home. We got the Braves, Diamondbacks, Orioles. We got Atlanta at home, then another off day. I think Liao should be back after this one. If not this one, then the next. Yeah, we went 11-7. That's huge. They are still second in our division. Oh, Acuna gets his 2000th hit. He's 36 years old now. That's kind of crazy. What's the career stats looking like? Career 56.9 WAR, 137 WRC plus, 379 homers. Kind of crazy. 273 stolen bases. Really slowed down a lot on those, obviously. It's wild. RBIs 997, 3 RBIs away from 1,000. I can't believe it. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of crazy, all things considered. Like he is wrecked too, but like yeah, like you look at the plate appearance, it's nutty. This one season though, we talked about this the year it happened. This was so random. A negative 1.5 WAR season. It made like absolutely no sense. I mean, like I guess this can happen. Real like look at Austin Riley right now. As a Braves fan, that's pretty. It hurts, but yeah, this was crazy. His BABIP that year was really weird, if I remember correctly. Like if I go expanded, is BABIP on this one? No, but yeah, it was strange. His BABIP was weird that year. Yeah, he's been crazy. 3 RBIs away from what was it, 1,000? Yeah, he'll hit that this year. 1,000 walks. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Will Green. Wait a minute. Okay, his potential went up. He's developing well too. He's 23 now. We got him in a trade with Colorado. Is that whenever we traded away? Yeah, when we traded away Jordan Sanchez. He's doing decent over there. Yeah, I like Will Green a lot. Hopefully ends up working out. Cisco Lopez, Sal Cordero. Yeah, so a lot of these scouting reports are coming in because we're about to promote some prospects where we're at the deadline. We're just literally waiting on Steve Palmer to sign from our recent draft. That's pretty much it. My game is simming really slow for some reason. Marlins proposed a trade here. Wait, Xavier Dyson. I think he already's yeah. Well, his potential went up to 60, but he's always had solid potential though, is what I was gonna say. All right, they want to send us 29-year-old minor leaguer John Abraham. Okay. And 17-year-old minor league player Peter Ferrand. They want Omar Barros and Billy O'Dell. I mean, that trade's a big nothing, pretty much. Just gonna reject that. Let's see. All right, game 2 versus Atlanta. We win 7-3. Extend our lead even more. I did want to look at this box score though. We had 15 hits apiece. Holy, they left 10 on base. We left 7 on base. Player of the game with the Carter Bowman. He's a pretty nasty second baseman. Who's on the mound? Tusley. Carlos gave up 2 as well. That was a battle. They just barely gave up more runs than we did. 7-3 dub. We scored, or they scored 3 in the top of the ninth. All 3 of the runs came in the top of the ninth. That's tough. Got going way too late. This time, our second baseman, Eli Willits, gets player of the game. Really good day from Cyprian. 9 Ks, no earned, 5 hits, and 6 and a third. Myers and Schlee almost choked it away there. Willits went 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Wow. 2 at bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Can do no wrong. Red Wings blank Charlotte McCarthy winner. Oh, he pitched a shutout in AAA. He went 9 innings, 5 Ks, 2 hits only over. That's crazy. Almost had a no hitter. All right, Steve Palmer signed. Finally, we can go do some promoting. It'll probably be anticlimactic, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and change our view to MILB batters, MILB pitchers. Okay. Good double A. All right, International League. Okay, yeah, there's actually a few. Wow, yeah, Josh Lewis is ready. He'll have gone from A ball to Triple A this year. Adoba's finally ready to go up to Triple A. Go ahead and do both of them. That's pretty much it. I mean, Gabe Wallace is, I don't know. We're gonna promote him anyway. Like, I'm not a fan of his ratings the next level, but the dude's 26. Like, he's probably not really ever gonna be MLB quality now. So it is what it is. A lot of these dudes are gonna be that way. Plus, Double A is kind of where a lot of dudes you can instantly tell like they're just not gonna pan out, but we'll give you a chance anyway. Will Green, he's that dude we got from Colorado. This is his first year at Double A. We did promote him from my A to Double A this year. His area plus is 99, like literally 1 point below average. He's doing solid. We'll just leave him. We'll leave him here the rest of the year. He's pretty much it there. All right, High A to Eastern League. Oh, this guy's name, man. Giovannino Marone. He's doing really good in High A. He can go up. He's like killing it. He's gonna head up to Double A. Matt Hendrickson, he's a 45 overall, but he's doing like solid out of the pen. He's 23. I mean, he's been at High A 3 years in a row. Like he's gotta go. He's gotta go. We'll see. We'll see what he's got. Willie Gutierrez. He's 22. He played for Spain, by the way, in the World Baseball Classic, which is pretty cool. He actually did decent. I mean, he only had 4 games there in the qualifiers, but yeah, no, he's doing really good at High A. He was there last year too. I'm not a fan of his ratings at the next level, but man, like he just deserves to see what he can do because he's killing it. Like that's back-to-back years that he did that. Go ahead and promote him up. On Curtis Mead, Bruno News. Mead says the initial is fresh wrist. He will travel to Boston to meet with. Oh my gosh, dude. That is so unlucky for like literally everyone involved. I mean, obviously not the Nationals, I guess, but that's just horrible all the way around. It's actually crazy. Okay, Alex Peralta, he's 20. This is his first year at High A. We're gonna leave him. Mierhold, he's an interesting one. Like relative to MLB, he's probably he shouldn't even be on the top prospects list anymore. Our favorite prospects list. Go be free, Tom. All right, we're still looking at relative to Eastern League. Okay, I think that might be it for hitters. On the pitching side, we already did that. We'll go ahead and look relative to Double A as well for our A ball team. Weston, not quite. Weston's only 19. This is his first year at AWOL. He's struggling a little bit. We'll leave him here. That's pretty much it there. No one really ready. Hitting side, same thing. I think actually what we will do though, let's just go ahead. There's not a big difference in ratings between A and high A, but we'll do it. Like Weston could go to high A, get more reps, but he still doesn't even look the best there, and he's struggling at A. We're just gonna leave him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. Same with Willie. Hitting side, the only person really shortlisted is Jorge Ruiz. All right, now we'll do relative to Carolina League from our rookie teams. But Montez, yeah, see, I mean, like he's still in 19. He's just not ready ratings wise, but he's doing good. And it's like 2 years of rookie ball that I kind of feel bad if I don't do it. You know what? We'll monitor him. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go to A ball, and we're going to monitor how he actually does once he's up. Now Roberto, he can go because he is just like killing it. 3.8 WAR. He finally broke through. Roberto not was good. All right, pitching side. Yeah, no one here. All right, and then Dominican Summer League team. Ruben Rodriguez. Mm, he's been like, see, like he's honestly not great. We need a report on him. To be fair, he probably shouldn't be on our favorite prospects list anymore. But what can you do? We'll see how the report actually comes back. No one there. Nick Pitlow. Thing with him is he's just not getting reps here, and he's still down just a 40 potential. Realistically, we need to go back through our. I need to go through my favorite prospect shortlist again and just remove a bunch of dudes off. Yeah, that's pretty much it for promotions. There was a decent amount of them, but nothing too crazy. Let's just go ahead and my favorite prospects is relative to MLB again. All right. Let's see. Definitely some dudes that's got to come off here. Willis, yeah. All right. Willis, Wallace, Tillo, Jorge Ruiz. Like, we'll make an exception for him, I think, just because he's a catcher that has really good base running. His defense will be like, eh. We need a report on him. This one's only high, and it's from May, so it's like 2 months old. But I mean, this kind of gap power on a catcher, the BABIP is miserable. Like, he's not gonna be a crazy hitter at all, but catchers kind of get a pass for being a decent bat, so he can stay on. Um, Ruben can come off. We looked at him. Prosek is not even on our team anymore. He actually plays in an independent league now. Brian Perkins. He can. I want to report on him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come off. Yeah, I mean the dude's 27 or 25 rather. He shouldn't even be here anymore. Palamo can come off. I wish it wouldn't scroll me back up every time. Naples, Moorhead, Hadoba. There's a lot of dudes here, to be honest with you. Yeah, Hurst is honestly, he's not with us anymore. Bland isn't with us anymore. I guess that's what I should do to begin with, to just go through here when everybody's not here. Milwaukee. Because a lot of these dudes we just traded over the years. Ernesto Cruz, Atlanta. Wait, Sobal made it to their major league team? He's doing okay. San Fran for Stoddard. I actually want to check on him. I'm scared to look. Oh yeah, he looks solid. I mean, he's struggling hitting wise, but man, he looks good. We did get Cyprian out of that though. We did get Cyprian out of that, but it just hurts to look at. That's good for now. There's honestly probably a lot more we can clear off here. Let's do like a speed run real quick. Yes, Costa can come off. David Costa can stay. Cheney comes off. Broski comes off, sadly. Brooks comes off. Willis. Okay. Let's just do Broski, Cheney. Was it Sam Costa? Yeah. And then Adoba. I think that's good for now. Short list, remove from all. All right, cool. Drop a save real fast. We did a lot of stuff there. Finally get this rolling. It'll be interesting to see what kind of offers we get at the deadline if we get any. I also want to look at the trade log after it's over because the new update that dropped today supposedly tweaked the trade AI even more at the deadline. We can't sweep Atlanta. We lose 8-13. Bowman had another good game apparently. 13 hits apiece. Oh, excuse me. And they scored 13 runs off of it. Classic. We left 13 on base. Nice. Of course we did. Iglesias, Davis, and Liao all had a homer. Davis had his 30th, by the way. He's at 30 home runs at the deadline. His high was 35 last year. On pace for 146 RBIs after 134 last year. That'd be crazy. Bradish got beat 2/3 of an inning, 8 earned runs. What? 3 walks? Yeah, that's back-to-back games. 6 earned, 8 earned, and like that's he got rocked. And then Randolph and Lund got rocked. That's tough. Bowman went 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Was there a grand slam? 2-run home run top of the first. Bases clearing double in the top of first. Wow. Okay. That's nuts. Both of those were in the top of the first. They batted around. Doa. A lot of reports going back on these dudes we just looked at. All right, we got a Diamondbacks team coming up that is 40-60, and then an Orioles team that is 50-51. So surely we can sweep the Diamondbacks. Hesse Sizzles, he's on a 20-game hit streak right now. Jose Saber, those scouting discoveries, I swear, they never get old. Q Campos gets Player of the Week. Power rankings. All right, let's see this 13-2 dub. It's pretty big. They had 7 hits. We only left 1 on base. After leaving 13 on base, we only leave 1 on base. That's crazy. Cooper doing Cooper things. 8 innings, 8 Ks, 2 earned. He gets player of the game, of course. Denton Lord. What a name. Iglesias gets his 20th. Lamas gets his 26th. Hernandez 16th. Dude, I mean, home runs galore. That's wild. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that one? Oh, Dixon's ready to come back off the IL. All right, yeah. Honestly, we got to. He's gonna go on a rehab assignment. Um, he hasn't pitched all year, so he's going on a rehab assignment to the minors for a while. Honestly, too, yeah, his freaking rehab assignment's up in 3 days. We kind of got a decision to make here. Like, what sucks is we brought up Landon Bull, and he doesn't suck. He's been doing really good. 367 ERA plus. He just had a 4K game versus Atlanta. He did have 3 walks, but I don't know. Well, I kind of got to do it. I kind of got to do it. I think though. It's only 16 innings. Small sample size, right? Because I mean, I know Lund is struggling, but like he's just better. That's all there is to it. Honestly, there's a world where with how bad Bradish is struggling right now, Bradish is better overall. Like he's more well rounded, but honestly, no. They're very even now. What the heck? Bradish is just better versus righties, which is pretty huge considering most of the hitters they face will be righties. I was gonna say there's a world where we move Bradish over to long relief where he's struggling, and we put Young in the rotation. Just kind of what I want to try. All right, yeah, I think I want to try it. Let's do Bull back down, Young back from rehab assignment. Hang on, how tired is he? Okay, he's 100%. Radish and Young will swap spots. I'm gonna lift that pitch count for now. Go long relief here, and we'll give Bradish emergency starting pitcher like this for now. All right, I want to monitor how his first start back goes. He's coming off of a banger last start in AAA. 7 and a third, 8 Ks, 2 walks. He'll only 1 hit. So hopefully he keeps it going. Danny Hernandez got player of the game in this one. The catcher. 1 for 4. Did he have a homer or something? He did. He did. Last game of the D-back series, we lose 2-3. I swear we lose the last game of a would-be sweep every time. This one was over after the 6th, though. No more runs after that. Diamondbacks had 2 errors. Oh, both of them were from Joey Ortiz. He's not a bad defender either. That's tough. Player of the game was Matt Veer, their starter. Veer or Vire? I don't know, but he doesn't look bad. He's 25, though. They've kind of got him in that situation of, show us what you got or show us nothing because where he's 25. Tosley, what a game. 9 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned. And he didn't get player of the game. Can you believe it? 1 home run on the day. Irvin gets his 18th. Little off day. And then I think Joe Young, for some reason, man, I'm getting these weird like freezes that are taking a second to sim whenever I'm simming day to day. Usually doesn't do it that bad. Carson Mannion and Terry Abel for Jerry Bermudez. Marlins defeat the Phillies 1-0. Wow. Hey, I followed this account, but I don't remember watching the stream. Delete this. That timing is actually crazy. Did you pop in because the Phillies game just ended, by the way, and then you try to get away from it, and then you instantly see that? That'd be crazy. Yeah, okay. I don't like this trade. Like Mannion's 26 could be decent, but he's very flawed across the board, according to our scout. No run support. Tragic. All right, Orioles team that's 51 and 53. They're ninth. Their offense is ninth in batting average, but that's kind of really all they have going for them. Quick check on the standings since we started simming again. We're now 27 games ahead of the Braves, who are 3-7 in their last 10. Oh wait, is today okay? No, Cyprian then Young. And we lost that one. Proposal from the Diamondbacks. Victor Garcia sideline for season. Okay, nothing crazy. I'm gonna shoot. Okay, no. That sucks though. Where's elbow? Like, I mean, he's out for 11 months. Santos to the Nationals, getting 23-year-old minor league right-handed pitcher Matt Hendrickson and Bill Garbarino. A 34-year-old Santos. Yeah, probably not. You know what I mean? Just probably not. He's not bad. He's gonna keep the ball in the park and on the ground, that's for sure. But his BABIP stinks. He's not having the best year. He had a decent year last year in 22 innings, but all that trade isn't even valid anymore. It's just they must have already. Wait, is he just? Oh, he's with the Astros now. They already did a trade with Arizona. I totally missed that. Lost that one 1-4. They had 8 hits to our 3. Yikes! We got held to 3 hits. We left 7 on base though. We walked a lot. Surely, yeah, 6 walks. It's not fair. It's because they have LeBron on their team. Jesus LeBron. Yeah, Cyprian did. Okay, I mean, 3 earned. Didn't strike out a ton, but also didn't walk a ton. Just couldn't score. Game 2, we actually won. We won 5-2. Ethan Bass, day-to-day injury, sprained ankle, motor effect for 1 week, or 1 to 2 weeks. Let's just throw it and running. I think I'll allow Gonzalez to step up. We'll leave him up. We're just gonna leave him on the severity at least minimal. That way Gonzalez is just gonna get a bunch of starts and it'll slot in well. Let me do this though. Let me put Lamas here on both sides. And I think that'll be good. I think that's great. All right, how do you doing his first start? Pretty solid. Joe Young comes back after his rehab assignment, goes 7 Ks, 2 walks, 2 earned. Definitely earned himself another start. Gonna keep Bradish over in the pin for now. He actually gets player of the game as well. Simon gets his 32nd save. We're in July 28th. He's on pace for 49. Holy. Okay, a bunch of trades rolling in. This one from the Twins. Brady Afton? Yeah, that name. And 20-year-old minor league shortstop Brian Britton. Okay, Brady doesn't look crazy. They want Ruben Rodriguez, who, funny enough, we just removed from our favorite prospects list. And Fabricio Aruda. These trades like this, it's just a big nothing burger. Whole lot of nothing. All right, the Cubs. They want to send us 34-year-old Carlos Vargas. Of course they do. Getting High Ken, yeah, and Brendan Bernard, dude. I bet you do want to do that trade. The Phillies. Okay, what do the peasants want? Um, Respectable. Although he's 26. Never mind. He has a horrible personality. I'm a liar. It's not respectable. And Albert Torres for Dappin. No. Royals. Alberto Gonzalez. Wait, this trade's invalid because he's with the White Sox now. I was like, wait, Royals, huh? For Dappin and Merlos. I mean, this one was respectable. It's been the most respectable one so far, but still probably would have said no. Best FCL reliever was one of our own, of course, Ryan Tolley or Tolley. Holy crap, 1,164 ERA plus. You know, something like casual 24-year-old down there. You know, don't know why he's there. The AI put him there. If they're not on our favorite prospect short list, I don't control their promotions and demotions. So, all right, game 3. Drum roll slowly. I wonder if it's something with the update that made it sim slower now. We won 8-7 versus Baltimore. That was a Cooper game, I think. Yep. He gave up 5. Wow. His ERA is now up to a whopping 1.89 because of that. Bold save for Schlee. Well, Moss gets player of the game. It's actually nice. Big Data Gonzalez, too, starting it short. Moss 2 for 4, 4 RBIs. Had his 27th homer. This team is just absolutely freakish, man. What else was I about to look at? Oh yeah, the trade proposals. Okay, the Mets. Ryan McDonough. Okay, he's already on. He's gone. This one's over too. Can't respond to it. It's gonna be Raul Tovar. Wow. Oh my god, they gave him a bag. 53 million. Wait, he was the international player, no? Yeah, from Cuba. Yeah. In 2032. Okay, I remember him. He's been good. Yeah, they gave him whoops. I keep clicking off of it. Wait, that's not the right trade. Sorry. He's been good. He was with Cleveland for 2 years. Also made an appearance for Cuba in the World Baseball Classic. Didn't do the best. Only 3 in a third inning, but he started that game. Yeah, and they just shipped him to the Padres. And he's going to be very, very good there in Petco Park. Be even better. Okay, what did they end up giving? I'm curious. If I click off of it one more time, I'm going to scream. Uh, the Guardians also sent them 3.93 million. Luis Santana, Rich Perez, Justin Jackson. I got to sneeze. All right, we're good. Oh, holy. Hey, Santana, Perez, Jackson, and Nieves. It looks like, let's see, 55 potential. Oh my gosh. I gotta see what position does he play. Oh man. He's in the pin, I guess. I don't know where the sneeze would play. Yeah, I can't lie. I mean, other than the Guardians getting out of that money, like Santana looks nice, but the Guardians getting out of that money, I don't know. I don't think that was a big enough haul for Tovar. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. All right, Guardians. Or I'm a liar. Marlins. John Abraham, Bobby Gonzalez for Dappin. People love Dappin. I mean, he is 24 to be fair, and he's not breaking into this team right now. Carlos Acosta. And then the Angels, Alexander Alberto, Jorge Mendoza, Connigan, and then Mateo. Nah. It's just I feel bad for these teams because we're just not in a spot where we need to grab anybody, to be fair. They're trying though. They're trying. How's Oakland doing? Hope they win something. Let's see. They are currently they're in Vegas now. That's why my brain couldn't find Oakland for a second. But they're 55 and 52. This division's crazy. We were talking about that earlier, which is still good enough for only a game back from the division lead. But as far as their history, last year they were 83 and 79. Missed the playoffs for 2 years, and they were 86 and 76. They missed the playoffs for a bit, and 2026 was the first year of this save, obviously. They made the playoffs that year. So it's kind of like make playoffs, take 2 or 3 years off, make playoffs. So this year they might take a year off if the pattern repeats itself. Maybe not. They're trying to get a back-to-back playoff appearance. Their pitching relative to the rest of the league is a little right now, but their offense is really good. Like they have Lombard. I forgot to switch this back to my normal view. But yeah, Lombard, Kurtz, this Duelli guy is pretty good. He's not bad at all. This is actually his rookie year, on pace for 2.7 WAR. Jose Pinellas is also nice. They have a really good offense. He's having a really good year, so it's got to kind of carry. It's just the pitching side they can't figure things out. Which what we're going to do though, we're going to actually look at the trade log. I want to see how the deadline goes. That's something I did download the beta patch. It's something they've touched up in the last couple beta patches. So I want to see how it goes. Even if we don't make any trades, I still want to look at it. We went 3-0 versus the Mets. They had 7 hits apiece. Well, we got 2 runs in the top of the ninth. We're 81 and 26 at the trade deadline, by the way. Absolutely absurd. Ed Enriquez, dude, he is so good at baseball. 10 strikeouts. 10 strikeouts, 5 hits. He had 9 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts, like 9, 10, only giving up 3 runs in 3 games. He's at 5 WAR already. What is his pitching, bro? Oakland, come on. Yeah, no problem, no problem. If you guys ever want to see a specific team or player or something, feel free to ask. I got you. Hesse's up to 25 hit streak down in the minors. Trade deadline is today. We'll take place in it just to see if we get any offers. But again, it's going to be an anticlimactic trade deadline pretty much every year as long as our team looks the way it does. Like, we are literally first in every single category except for stolen bases, base running, and yeah, defensive efficiency, zone rating, and errors. And even then, we're top 5. So it's tough to really improve upon this. I don't know, the homegrown talent's really worked out. We made some solid trades over the years to keep like recouping the farm to stay relevant even in the future. So, but I do want to see how it goes. We'll do start trade deadline. First, let me save. I'm interested to look at the trade log though. Can't wait to look at that. Maybe Oakland will make a move for some pitching at the deadline for you, Itachi. Maybe since you're here, they're like, oh, say less. All right, start trade deadline day. Top quality pin arm without giving out to more than a player for sure than minors should be majors. Whatever. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing though. Even then, like it's very tough for me to like. I mean, Bradish was like odd dude out, but he was strictly a 1-year rental this year just because we had the money. Um, that's the thing though. It's like I don't think in good conscience, even by bad performers, could demote like Schlee or Carlos or Lund. Even maybe I can make a case for Lund due to but It would feel so dirty. What's the longest lasting sim you've ever done? Probably was technically it wasn't an offline one. It'd be an online league probably. But as far as like offline, um, honestly, this one's getting up there. Because we started in 2026, we're almost at 10 years. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's definitely one I feel like I've had that's been longer than this. I think it might have been like a random pirate save an OOTP or two ago that was offline. Other than that, yeah, like I've been in a couple online leagues for a very long time. So yeah. What about you? Have you? Well, I forgot you just started. Oh, yo, Christopher, what's up, man? I felt bad I didn't catch you in the. I'm glad to see you because I felt bad I didn't catch you. I don't think I saw you in the last stream. You could have been there, but like, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I streamed, and I wanted to make sure you knew why I was going MIA. So hopefully you figured it out regardless. Because I was like, I wonder what Christopher thinks right now. He's just gone. 2047, 3 World Series wins. Dang. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a long time. What team did you do it with? Did you do it with Oakland? Those are from the Twins. They're trying to send us Brady again. Nah. Royals, Packy 38-year-old Packy Naughton who's out with a tired arm and wrecked. 17-year-old minor leaguer Pablo Everest. No. All right, we'll continue it on. No offers that time. Trade block is popping. Be cool if you could sort this right here. Actually, let me look at it this way. Speaking of Kurtz, he's on the trade block. I guess because he's on 36 mil for next year too, and they're just trying to get something. Here's how his career's been, by the way, in case you were curious. Pretty good. 339 homers. He's led the AL in homers literally the past 2 years. He's up to 890 RBIs, 44.1 WAR. Career 148 WRC plus is crazy. Yeah, I was moving. Yep. That's why. Different background. The background may change eventually for now, but right now this is kind of like where my setup is, where my desk is. Because we actually sold our couch before moving. We're getting another one. We just wanted to make the move easier. So once we get the couch, my desk will actually probably slide down some. So the background might change a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I think the value's been great. It'll be interesting to see if they don't trade him, if they'll get something else for him or not. Nolan McLean's here. The top players are pretty much Jack, Ben Albert, but he's interdivision. Kurtz, Jackson Holiday really panned out. Oh yeah, because he signed that big deal. That's right. He did sign the big deal with the Astros. Bobby Witt Jr. is still with the Royals. Like, I respect the heck out of that. It's actually crazy. Like, what's his career stats looking like now? See. Yeah, I just started. I mean, 4 or 5 years, but then I wanted to start it fresh since it was going so poorly. I feel that. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the very first time I started, like, probably any sports management game, that first season kind of like filling everything out. And then you're like, okay, time to actually play the game. You start a new save up. It was still with the Marlins. My favorite R team is the Phillies. Okay, but I wanted to see if I could rebuild a very low payroll team and do it with the Moneyball method. Yeah, that way I can't lie. That's always my favorite. Is like playing with a bad team with struggling budget. So yeah, over in the Twitch chat, Pleb is a Phillies fan. We actually have a sports scores bot on the Twitch in the Twitch chat for had it for the Marlins, and I think I added it for the Phillies too, and I have it for the Braves. I'm a Braves fan, but you can select what teams you want the bot to post the scores of. And as soon as Pleb typed earlier, it posted the Marlins and Phillies final score, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, like what was it? Back to back 1-run losses, sadly, to the Marlins. I'm sure Waves is happy about it though. I'm happy as hell right now. My Marlins snapped their franchise record settings. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Dude, it's crazy. So we've got like 2 Marlins fans and 2 Phillies fans in chat right now. Hopefully the fish passed the slump bug on Philly. Yeah, tonight's game, I bet it was probably crazy. Also, Bobby Witt, 68.5 career WAR. This is age 34 season. Um, career 132 WRC plus. I mean, having a really bad year this year, like a career bad year. Still good enough for 1 WAR so far, though. I must say, if there's a guy who was 75 or 80 and every single holy crap, that sounds like a dude Pleb had over in the Twitch chat. There's a guy in one of his saves that is absolutely insane. Like he's almost 80 in everything. I don't know if you're in the Discord or Feta, but you should post that dude. You should post his profile in there. Oh, the Giants have Cruz. Oh yeah, Alex Munoz. That's him. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember his name. They have Dylan Cruz on the block. He's been a 2+ WAR player every year since he left us behind, left us in the dust. It's been working. It's been working. All right. Should be the last step of the trade deadline. Okay, it's passed. Let's go look at the trade log. Trade log. All right. Let's see. I will forever wish though I could just hover their names right here instead of having to expand it every time. All right, Duenas and Handy for Jaden Fosk. Okay, not much, not much. Orlando and Minley and $2.4 million for Elijah Smith, Kyle Mitchell. All right, the Marlins pick up a second baseman, Elijah Smith, who has good gap power. They gave up PJ Merlando, who had more power. But power, I mean, Miami's park isn't exactly hitter friendly, is it? Miami making moves across the board here, it looks like. Interdivision trade. Rich Duran headed to Miami. We have only average accuracy, but still 55 potential. John Abraham, the Braves finally moved on from him. They offered us him a bunch. David Vaccaro and Frank Caron or Cerrone, another Miami trade. I'm gonna try and just look for names that we would recognize. So like Braylon Payne is one from like I think he's from that 2026 draft. No, 2024 draft. Wow, never mind. What the heck? But yeah, Vegas got $1.4 million. Braylon Payne, really good defensive center fielder for Guy Klein. Let's see, Patrick Bailey was on the move. Uh, Miami received 2 relievers for Patrick Bailey. Dang, they gave St. Louis 4.3 million as well. Any Korean superstars in this save? Go Korea. Good question, honestly. Let me see. Can we filter? We should be able to filter just by nationality, right? Nationality is let's see. We'll start with South Korea. Just these dudes for now. Wait, let me include minor leaguers. Let me just go default, see if there's any high potential ones. Okay. Decent potential ones. 50 potential, 50 potential, 45. And then yeah, of course. No North Koreans. I think that'd be it for now. What about Taiwan? Oh, 60 potential. Starting pitcher with the Red Sox, a scouting discovery, number 46 prospect. And then a 50 potential with the Angels. That's pretty cool. Whoops, that just went really slow. Okay. I can't believe Alcantara didn't give up home run. He is a hard fly ball pitcher, and usually gives at least usually gives up at least 3 to 5. I have to see the highlights from that. Any nasty prospects are in the game from North Korea? I wish I could search as a whole, like, because I think that'd be the only way, right? List all, include minor league. Because I think this is it, right? Which this would just be MLB. Is there a way for me to search the entire? Yeah. What about Japan? What are the crazy? Yeah, of course, there's a bunch. Is there a? There's got to be a better way for me to search. Like, can I search the entire database? I guess not. Wait, I do have the Korean baseball organization here. Hold up. Hang on. Holy. Okay. Here we go. Maybe this is what you wanted to see as well, Atachi. Okay, yeah, we went to the KBO and yeah, this is wild. A 22-year-old Menche Kim Youngshu. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Tachi's probably gonna be like, can you please stop butchering their names? Hanwoo Park. Yeah, there's some crazy players here. I wonder. Hang on, let me go to batting stats. Main batting stats. Let me go all batters. Who's their best hitter? Park is. That's crazy. Is Otani still going to your safe? I think he finally retired recently. I'll go look though. So we can check out his career stats. Little Ping only eats a bowl of rice a day, but slings 105. Wait, yeah, we'll sort by war. Wait, who's Little Ping? Did I miss it? Did they ever actually have the nickname? I was looking for the nickname. Holy crap! 80 overall, or 80 stuff. He's sidearm pitcher, 97 to 99. Yeah, there's some crazy players in this league. A lot of these dudes are just relievers, obviously, but I guess I should go starters. Then we'll go by war. Okay, so these are like the top four. And then all batters. And then the top one, I think, was Park still, right? Yeah. Park, Choi. He's got 5.4 war. All right, yeah. Let's go to Otani real fast. Whoops, I want to spell his name right. Yeah, he finally retired after 2033. Yeah, so after last season. If we go to his batting stats, finished with 56.9 war. He went through a lot of injuries, as you can tell. Oh, you were joking. Okay, okay. I was like, wait, is that a real nickname? I missed it. But yeah, no, this is how he ended up finishing out. 2026 was the first year of this save. Obviously, was a freak that year. Led in so many categories for the NL. Had 50 homers. Did good the next year, and then injuries just were like nonstop, as you can tell by the plate appearances. They got to a point too. They should have stopped. He almost reached 500 homers. Yeah, 454, 1100 RBIs. But no, it got to a point they should have stopped pitching him because his ratings got so bad on the pitching side, but they wouldn't stop, and that obviously wasn't helping him not get hurt. But yeah, no, he's still a Hall of Famer though. You'll see he meets like pretty much every metric down here, above average for Hall of Fame right fielders, Hall of Fame standards and monitor. 5-time MVP, by the way. He won it in 2026, the first year of the save. 5 times Silver Slugger, 7-time All Star. Nutty, nutty. This is random. Does the KBO have it has a nickname in the game? Honestly, nothing would surprise me at this point with this game. Does the KBO have minor leagues, by the way, or is it only their main league? Who's their youngest player? 20 years old. Do they go straight from high school in the KBO to? Because I've never. Oh, they have Korean Futures League. Hold up, hold up. We can see the prospects. Okay, a 60 potential prospect. Sihoon Kim. I want to scout him for the heck of it. He would be the best Korean prospect by potential. One minor league. Okay. Yeah, I guess this would be it, huh? Yeah, I want to scout that guy. We'll see how he turns out. See how he turns out. All right, let me switch back. All right. Let me go back to. Oh crap! Click that. Shouldn't click that. Back to trade block, trade log. That works. All right, I want to look for some notable names here that we would know. So obviously there was the Tovar trade we checked out. I was on one game, super fun. Oh yeah, was that the game? I remember a long time ago you were in chat. You said you were headed to a game. I think it was probably that one, huh? Wait, Seth Gamble. Or Sean Gamble. Yeah, I was gonna say he's decent. No, he's not bad. Okay. I missed a few streams in here. 30, 34. 20, 20, 34, 20, 34. But it's still far. It's still far. It's kind of crazy though because I feel like I move slow sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I should have made more progress today, probably. And and then it's funny because you're not the first person. You thought I said 30, 34? Wait, does it say 30, 34 on YouTube? Oh, that's my bad. People are probably like, wait, that might be why I was getting questions. What's the longest save you've ever done? Well, that would explain it. 30, 34 second half. Good catch. Good catch. That's hilarious. All right, we should be good now. That's why people are like, well, what's the longest save you've ever done? That's funny. Cavalli was on the move. He went to New York. Okay, so all these are back on the 20th. So on the 31st, there was actually only one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 trades. Duenas wasn't bad, was he? No, that's not who I thought it was. This young game, there's an interesting outfield. Okay, is it like their park? How the park looks? All right, we're gonna keep it rolling. Boring deadline for us to be expected. Last game of July is against the Mets on the 31st. We've already pretty much got the division locked up. Player development update. Whoa. Went over to OSA. I just realized that. Ooh. Melvin Sanchez keeps getting better. He was a scouting discovery 4 years ago. He should definitely be locked now. He's 21. His arm is horrendous. Horrendous. He is not throwing anyone out. Whenever teams play him, it's just still every time. I do not care if you have like 2 speed, just go. Yeah, big wall in the right outfield. Okay. What's the name of the field? Do you know? It'd be cool to look it up, which I guess I could just type in their team name, huh? I'm gonna look it up. Uh, probably saying that wrong. Ballpark. Oh, I see. Can fans sit behind that? It's hard to see in that picture. Here, you guys want to see it? I'll show you. Hanwha Eagles. Okay. Hanwha. I'm probably saying that wrong. Desktop. That's not it. Hold up. I broke everything. Everything's broken. GG's. Why is it doing that? Give me a second. Oh, the bullpen's there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get a good picture of it. This one isn't bad. It's kind of hard to see still, but that's cool. Can you see through it? I can't tell right there if it's kind of like see through so you can see into the pin or not. I thought maybe fans like sat behind it or something. That's a cool park though. Are these kind of like grass steps that fans can sit on right here? That's pretty nice for like a minor. You said it's a minor league field too, right? A minor league team's field. It's pretty nice. Freaking big screen. Looks cool. Go back to 100%. Grass stand is beautiful. Yeah, it looks really cool. The screen will stop. Yeah, I was gonna say it'll stop being dark here in a second. Oh, it's KBO. Okay, well, still looks nice. I wanted a new report on Bobby Witt just because still has 80 gap power. He's just struggling this year, although he has 2 hits in his last 2 games. And oh wait, did we win last game versus them as well in July? We did. We actually swept the Mets. Wait, did we not? Hold up. 3-0, 1-0, 7-0. We didn't give up a single run. The Mets didn't score a single run in 3 games. The 1-0 dub, we scored it in the top of the ninth as well. No way. 4 hits apiece. Player of the game to Tusley. Shout out to the pin. Shout out Jimenez for blowing it for them. Shout out their manager for even rostering this guy. Like, what are we doing? Look at this poor guy. 35 movement, 35 home runs allowed. Absolutely. Oh, and he gave up a home run. Hold up. Who hit the home run? Lamas. Solo homer. It was his 28th. 28th homer. Just looking at player of the game. Okay, and then the first game of August, 7-0 dub versus the Mets. 83-26. Cyprian, 7 Ks, 1 walk, 6 hits through 8 innings. This trade has been amazing. It has been so good. Adding him has been great. Bradish came out of the pen, 1 inning, 1 walk. But, he didn't give up any runs. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Irvin had 2 in this one. He got up to 20 now. Liao had 1 to get to 24. So nice, nice. Pereira wins MVP in high A. Wait, no. He probably did not win it for high A. He won it for Florida. Yeah, Florida Complex League team. It's where he got promoted this year. Yeah. All right, off day. Then we got the Rays. Rays and Marlins. The Rays are currently 64-45. Pretty good team in the AL. This will be a fun game. Playing at Tampa. Then we have Miami and Boston at home. And we lose 3-4. Yeah, they're not bad. Then we lose 0-3. Okay, we didn't get swept. Holy. It's actually crazy. Hesse string snapped at 29. He couldn't reach 30, could he? One of our minor league players hitting streak snapped. Well, is this one 3-4? They got that 4th run in the bottom of the 7th. Young gave up 4 earned in that one. Jet Williams gets player of the game. They got him in free agency this past free agency period. He left Milwaukee. He's been doing good for them. Game 2, we lost 0-3. Literally shut out. Jesse Cooper, 10 Ks, 2 walks, 3 earned to not score. We can't give him any run support with a showing like that. And Brogdon had a really good game for them. He gets player of the game. Yeah, he's pretty nice. He's only 26. His name's Bird Dog. Mason Dockery Gateau. Yeah, that's tough, man. 4 hits, walked 3 times, struck out 10 times. We left 5 on base. But we did win. Enriquez pitched that one. Simon gave up a run, but still got the save. Player of the game went to Enriquez. We'll take it. I just started an A save the other day in year 3 now. And for some reason, this team sucks in first half, but crushes in second half. I'll be at like 400, then we hardly lose in second half. So weird. Maybe they gotta get the kinks out first half. Maybe that's all it is. Have they done that every single year for you? I guess. It's, obviously, I guess that's probably why you noticed. But Ryan Smith, player of the game for Miami. Their staff is good, man. Like it's really good. We lose that one 5-4 though. They got 2 runs in the top of the 8th. We got 1 in the bottom of the 8th, but it wasn't enough. They left 11 on base. We left 4. 4-game series versus them. No off day for a hot minute here. We went 7-3. Went 4-1. All right, good bounce back. Oh, we got a new report on the top prospect in the Korean Futures League. He's a 50 potential now instead of 60, which is what we saw him as. Still looks good though. What team is he with? Did they get drafted? Yeah, by the KT Wiz. Round 3, pick 3. And he's the number 1 prospect. That's cool. I want to get a report on Ryan Johnson. I'm curious. Yeah, every year I keep getting worried around the deadline, thinking I made wrong moves in the offseason. So hard not to make major moves. Yeah, like that would be tough, right? Because if they're like underwhelming first half, I bet you're like, dang, maybe we should sell at the deadline. And then now they probably got you second guessing every year. Watch 1 year you won't sell, they're just gonna like not turn it around the second half and you'll be wishing you sold. Nah, hopefully not. Is Kurtz killing it for you? Joe Young with a really good outing got him player of the game. He's been really good coming back into the rotation. Speaking of, no, Dixon got hurt on his rehab assignment. That's so annoying. He went, are we serious? A third of an inning and instantly hurt again for a week. Classic. Classic. I don't know, man. He's going to be plagued by injuries, I think. To take the series, we went 10-0. Huge. We take that series 3-1 versus the Marlins. Cooper pitched this one. Did he go complete game? Oh, ended in the 7th due to the bad weather. Still technically a complete game, but 7 innings, 8 Ks, 3 hits. At least we didn't have to go into our pen. That's actually kind of refreshing. We had 13 hits to their 3 in this one. A crap ton of doubles and home runs. Irvin Lamas had 2 to get to 30 now. This guy is a freak. Like, don't get me wrong. I know his ratings do look good, but it's like I feel like he's surpassing his ratings still somehow. Like I feel like I don't know. I know 60 power is nice. Don't get me wrong. Like it don't feel like 42 home runs projected nice. Maybe I'm crazy though. Either way, this is his rookie year. His WAR would probably be better if he had more defensive reps, but he's just a DH. So probably be even nicer. Comes in at short and third this year when needed, but he played shortstop for his national team with Italy. But yeah, McCurry. Dang, we dropped 7 runs on McCurry. That's very unlike him. Dang, he gave up 5 last game though against Philly. This guy's so good. He's incredible. He won a Cy Young, yeah, last year in 2033. That was his first. He's 25, and they've locked him up. He tortures us in our division. All right, Red Sox, team that beat us last year in the World Series. We win Game 1 6-0. We held them to 2 hits. Canelli early was on the mound. He gave up 4 earned. Ed Enriquez 9 strikeouts again. Like I don't know. he's kind of crazy. And the fact of how he's consistently like 9+ strikeouts, like 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, 9. It's kind of crazy. Love that guy. Jeff Myers and Lund did really good out of the pen. Enriquez with another player of the game. Lamas, 2 home runs. I was just telling you guys. Like, I know he has solid power at 60. He has 65 versus lefties, to be fair. But it still feels like he's outperforming that. Like 32 in almost the middle of the August. Middle of the month. Serrano, by the way, getting a start today, has 2 doubles. Very unlike him. He's been good off the bench, to be fair. First year full time off the bench. Last year only had 1 plate appearance. But yeah, full time utility outfielder this year. 117 WRC plus and 118 plate appearances. Started 27 games. What can you do? You know, show up when you're called on, and that's what he's doing. He's killing it. Cooper Shackles, Miami. That was the email about him going the 7 inning shutout. Okay, Johnson didn't change much with that report. I was just curious. I was curious. Sucks so bad, man. Dixon, I really thought. I mean, he could still turn out to be good, but we really need these injuries to chill out. Dominican Summer League team is headed to the playoffs, of course. Game 2 versus the Red Sox, 5-0. We've held them scoreless through 2 games. Loosely throttles Boston. 2 hits that game. Loosely 10 Ks, 1 walk, 2 hits through 7 2/3, no shot. That's our guy. He's on pace for 5.2 WAR now. What a game. Sign made with his 38th save. Did AJ Smith-Shawver pin out on this save for the Braves? That's a good question. I want to say yes, unless I'm just thinking of, well, there's Waldrop, funny enough. I was going to say unless I'm thinking of Waldrop. Waldrop did decent, but obviously he eventually transitioned to like full time in the pen. Like he started for Kansas City this year, did good, 2.1 WAR. And then you see it was just straight pen and became like a journeyman. And he's kind of found a home with Boston here and been killing it out of the bullpen. But okay, yeah, I mean he's been solid. What was he? Yeah, I remembered this now. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he hit like 60 overall. Looks like the 2029 season to 2030. Well, that's not very long, huh? According to our scout, anyway, for at least a year, he was in the 60s and 50s. I mean, he's 31 now. Um, this is how he's looking stats wise. So 2026 was the first year of the save. Only was able to go 9 2/3. Probably got hurt. He is wrecked. Um, 1 more, 2.8, 1.2. Really good 4.3 here. That's the year he was around 60 overall. That was the combined years between the Dodgers and the Braves. And he was with the Dodgers for a while and was consistent, 2 WAR for 2 years. So I don't know. I guess it depends on the definition of pan out, but I guess he's been respectable. He's been serviceable, all in all. Yeah, him being wrecked really hurts him though. They're still starting him this year. He's not doing great. His ERA plus is 69. That's great to some people, you know. But no, he signed with the Blue Jays in this past free agency. It looks like. What is his contract? Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That's wild. I mean, 16-2 probably isn't that crazy for like a 50, 55 overall pitcher, but him being wrecked and every year regularly not like finishing an entire season, that's the wild part. Yeah, not awful by any means. New report on Lamas just because. Okay, now he has 65 power versus both sides of the plate after the new scouting report. Right? Yeah, it's like I remember that now because like the trade being with the Braves, I was like, that's disgusting. I was like, why? Do not do that. Can we shut out Boston across 3 games? We cannot, but we hold them to 3 across 3 games. We do sweep them. Let's see. Cyprian was on the mound, 9 strikeouts himself. Lamas with player of the game. What is going on? He's up to 33 home runs. He went 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. This guy's an absolute dog. 2 home runs against Miami, 2 against the Red Sox. By the way, for those that were asking about the cat feeder noise going off, it's still here. It's like a signature part of the stream nowadays. It just went off. um, despite us moving 2 against the Red Sox, then 1, and freaking what? 11 RBIs across 3 games. It's actually crazy. All right, we have the Reds coming up next, as well as the Guardians with a little break in between. Give me 1 second. We have our other cat. She doesn't have an automatic feeder yet, so I'm gonna feed her real fast since our other cat's feeder went off. Give me 2 seconds. All right, cool. We made our way up to 10th in base running now. I think it was 12th, wasn't it? Stolen base is a 6th. How is Cincy doing? 64 and 55. They have a pretty good team. I mean, 4th in runs, average 3rd in home runs, 6th in Ks, 3rd in efficiency, 12th in ERA, so not great there, but not a bad team. Cleveland, 54 and 65, not great. Let's see how we do versus the Reds. 12-1. All right, yeah, we're just on the heaters right now, I guess. Scouting discovery Orlando Rosales. I'm gonna get a better report on him. Lamas, he wins the NL Player of the Week. Wait, nobody in the National League had a better week than Lamas. Nobody. I don't know that I ever read that message blurb before. That's why he's voted Player of the Week. A 500 bad. He went 12 for 24 with 6 home runs, 13 RBIs, and 9 runs. Casually hits 3 against. Dude, what? Another homer against the Reds. I don't know. He's disgusting. Our Dominican Summer League team won the top spot in their division. That's nice. I feel like we get that message every year, though, to be fair. The Reds scored their lone run in the bottom of the 4th. We are now 91 and 29 on August 14th. Young was on the mound. Valini, this guy, was he 50 overall? I thought he used to look better than this. I guess I'm tripping. Player of the game was Liao. And he saw that in a minute, to be fair. He went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. He had 2 home run game to reach 30 homers now. Davis is at 33. We need to do an overall team stat check-in after this series. 3-1. And then, an extra inning game. It's been a second since we saw that. We won 8-6 in the 11th. The 3-1 dub. Cooper was on the mound. Did good. Cooper things. Willits was player of the game. The leadoff spot, he went 3 for 4. He had a homer. The 8-6 win. Okay, let's see what happened. We scored in the top of the 10th, then they turned around and scored in the top of the 10th. We got there in the first place because they scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Then we get 3 in the top of the 11th, thankfully. They still didn't go away fully, but it wasn't enough. Iglesias got player of the game. Burns got hurt while pitching. He's very good. He's 31, but yeah, they got him. Dang. Okay, well, there's a player opt out in there, but to be fair, he'll be 32 then. Probably would be pretty silly to opt out. Maybe he could get more money in free agency, but I don't know, dude. He is so consistent. It's actually crazy. 4, 4.2, 6.8, 2.5 was obviously a little down, but he clearly got hurt. That's the only reason why. But then 6, 5, 6, 4. Like he's easily going to reach 5 again this year. He's so good. This dude's next name is Apocalypse. That's crazy. Imagine his nickname was Zombie. It's actually wild. Okay, yeah. team check in on homers because we have multiple 30 home. Yeah, we have three people who's reached 30 home runs now, in Leal, Davis, and Lamas. Still a chance for Irvin and Iglesias both to reach 30 probably. It'll be close. It'll be close. As far as RBIs go, 102 for Davis already. He led the NL last year with 134, on pace for 135 apparently. WRC plus, of course, Davis, Perini off the bench, still just freaking killing it. It's just not fair that he has to be on the bench, to be fair. But hey, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of messing up something that's going well. Ethan Bass is having a bad year. Like, it's kind of strange. Uncharacteristic, even. Like, his last report is July 11th, so it's like a month old. Surely he still looks this good. We'll request a report just to see, but I don't know. He's having a really down year. What's weird for him is it's his contract year. So we're gonna have some tough decisions to make this offseason regarding his contract. Who struck out the most? Liao. That makes sense with his 45 avoid Ks. K percentage though is actually Achilles Perez, who's actually just been having a quietly good season in right field this year. Most walks, 64 for Irvin. Naturally with his 75 eye. This guy's the best, man. Love this guy. Clarence Longshot. Stolen bases is also Irvin with 21. Yeah, all right. On the pitching side, currently, Simon out of the pen leads the way. He's our closer with a 217 ERA plus. But then the first starter, who was tied with him in ERA plus, is Cooper. Crazy. Who's at 6.4 WAR now. Surely the Cy Young is his this year. I really hope so. Next up would be Ed with a 176, Tuesday 149, 146, 141 for Joe Young. He's now eclipsed 4 starts under his belt. And yeah, he's been good. He's been good. The fit minus be cool if it come down some, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain at all. What about who has the most holds this year? Devin Randolph with 24 in that setup role. 13 for Tanner Dunn, who's also in the setup role. Shutdowns, 27 for Simon. Of course, he is a closer, so. But then Randolph and Dunn as well. Only five blown saves for Simon. I probably definitely just jinx something for the playoffs, surely. What's funny is one of those 5 just happened this last game. Funny enough, it looks like. But he's 1 away from 40. Apparently on pace for 52. That would be insane. Most strikeouts, Enriquez with 188. That's a good 29 more than second place, Jesse Cooper. Most walks, 41 for Cyprian, which still honestly isn't even that bad. What is it? Strikeouts to bases on balls ratio, 7.4 for Devin Randolph. That is kind of crazy. Cooper with a 6.4, Enriquez with a 5.2. Myers has the worst at a 2.5, which makes sense. I mean, his control is 45, but it's fine. He's a young reliever coming around. I'm not mad about it. Just wanted to check things out. All right, we got Cleveland now, who aren't as good as the Reds are. But of course, that's who you lose to. Bottom of the 9th, they actually walk it off. Cawley hit a run scoring single versus Jeff Myers, who we literally just looked at. Because why not? Tuesday still gets player of the game for us, but that's tough. That's tough. We lose that. We left 10 on base. Barnes had a homer for his 4th of the year, man. It's kind of crazy. Little off day here after a long stretch with literally no off days. New report Gonzalez. He still looks solid. New report Bass. Yeah. I mean, nothing really changed. What are you crying about? It's crying. Game 2 versus Cleveland, 6-2 dub. Game 3, 8-4 dub. All right, we still win the series. Cyprian was on the mound. He gets player of the game. Young did well in that one. He got player of the game. Bradish gave up 3 out of the pen. Yeah, I mean, that decision has been great to swap them to, but I actually, like, hate to see it for Bradish. Alright, we have the Mets again, who we absolutely rolled last time. We didn't give up a single run versus them in the 3-game series. They're gonna be out for revenge. We're at home again, though. You guys can probably hear the kitten crying. A 1-0 dub. No runs through 4 games versus the Mets. Oh, we held them to 1 hit? No. Cooper almost had a no-hitter. 8 innings, 1 hit, 6 Ks, 2 walks. No shot. Bass was ejected in the first inning for arguing a strike call. That is crazy. The no-hit bid got blew up in the 8th. I don't think we've had a single no-hitter from, like, one of our players, at the major league level anyway, during this save. Game 2, we win 3-0. No way. No runs for the Mets in our last 5 games versus him. We held him to 2 hits this time. Enriquez, his no-hitter was blown up in the 8th. Okay, what's going on, man? What's going on? Simon gets his 40th save, though. Enriquez, player of the game. Game 3, okay, they get 4 runs. But still, 4 runs in what, 6 games is criminal. We still win it, though. Iglesias gets player of the game. That's a name we ain't saw down there in a minute, but he went 2 for 3, 2 runs, RBI and a walk. He had 24 homers now. That finally actually officially clinched our playoff spot, as if there weren't any doubt. North One Nationals. Oh, that's our Fredericksburg team. 98 and 30 is what it took to go ahead and lock it up. We're the first team to qualify, of course, and it's just now like what, last week of August. We are 30 games ahead of second place Braves, who are what, 12 games ahead of the Marlins in third. Phillies and Mets at the bottom. Top wildcard spot would be the Dodgers right now, even though at 78 and 49. Next biggest lead, I think, is the Rays with 7 over the Jays right now. Little off day. Okay, Dixon's ready to come off the IL, but I mean, he's got to go back on a rehab assignment. He literally only pitched a third of an inning before he got hurt again on his last one. Give me a second. Let me open this door for the kitten. She wants to my girlfriend in the bedroom. Sorry if you guys can hear like hollering, crying. All right. We have the Reds again, who we did just sweep, and they're not bad though. So like, I don't know. I kind of feel like we escaped one in that last series versus them. 1-0. Okay, what's going on? Another 1-0 dub. You know what I actually want to see? Hold up. What is our record in 1-run games this year? 14 and 12. Okay. Wow, I didn't expect that. Actually, I thought it was going to be way better. Extra inning is 5 and 2. Jordan Cottrell got hurt. That sucks. What? You want your She's ready for her what's the word? Not daily, but her stream appearance. Big chillin'. Tell the camera what's up. Tell the camera what's up. Staring at the light. She's gotten so big so fast. That's Zora, by the way, the second cat we got. For those of you that know about that, she's gotten so big so fast. She's only what? March, April, May, June, July. 4 months now, I think. Next month she'll be 5 months old. Game 2, 6-3 dub. We have now eclipsed 100 wins. In August. Achilles Perez, player of the game, 2 for 3. Leal gets his 31st. Game 3, 6 in a row versus the Reds. Nice. 6 in a row in general. By the way, no, hold up. 8 in a row is our streak right now. Cooper. Surely the Cy Young this year. Surely. No homers in this one for us. Wait, 52 for Mata, by the way? He is at Great American Ballpark. But holy crap. He's on pace for 64? He's 22 years old. He had 30, then 52 this year. Holy, 118 RBIs with still, what, an entire month of September to play still. Holy crap. All right, Angels now at home. 5-3 win there. Our Dominican Summer League team is moving on. Liao wins Player of the Week in the NL now, who we recently locked up to a big contract. He's our Australian superstar, on pace for 7.2 WAR this year. That officially, as if we didn't know it was already going to happen, that officially actually clinched the NL East for us. Not just a wild card team anymore, but yeah, that's officially locked up. As if we expected any less. Enriquez, another game with no earned runs. Another player of the game. Game 2, we win it 9-2. Jeffrey Davis getting in the player of the game column. Eli Willits had a triple this game, his third of the year. Davis had 2 home runs in this one, reaching 36. What's that bring his RBIs to? 109. Game 3, and it's a sweep. That's crazy. 7-4 versus the Angels. Well, it's not that crazy. They're like 20 games below 500, but you know. Carlos gave up 300 out of the pen. Pretty miserable outing for him there, but didn't matter. Knockowitz has 3.9 WAR in the year for the Angels. He's not bad. He looks solid overall. I mean, like pretty standard profile that gets the job done this year. They say I had Schwellenbach. Yeah, they do. He's another dude that was obviously with the Braves, but like got a few starts and did decent back in his career. But in this save, 5.3, 3.2, and then just slowly became. I guess this year they're just full time and him out of the pen, obviously. Nice little off day. Then we end the month versus the Rangers. And we won 9-2. And Joe Young goes down for a week. It's day to day. He went 3 1/3 in that one. We'll monitor that. We'll see if he's good to go by the next game. I want to see if he's actually going to have to be out. So we'll play that by ear once we actually get there. We had 16 hits to their 6. Iglesias, player of the game. Radish, 3 walks out of the pen. What is going on with him? He gets credit with the dub, though. But he just slowed down drastically. Like, just hurting us massively. That's okay, though. It's okay. All right, through August, we are 105-30. I do want to see, what was the preseason predictions for us again, win-wise? 110. Okay, it thinks we're only going to win. The predictions had us winning 5 more games. Yeah, there's no way. I think we win more than that. I think we finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm saying we finish with like 114 or 112. Might be a little ambitious, but we'll see. We'll see, because this Texas team 70-65. We did just win game 1 versus them. Then we have a very strong Padres team that's like 30 games above 500, by the way. Phillies are miserable right now. Athletics are respectable. Phillies are miserable. Marlins, Braves. I mean, we do end versus the Jays too, who aren't bad. Like, they aren't awful. I don't know. The Padres team will be a really good test, honestly, with October right around the corner. So, AKA playoffs right around the corner. That'll be a fun test. Through August, though, quick glimpse at the stats. The race to 40 between Lamas and Davis. Davis is 3 away. Lamas is 5 away. Home runs, 2 players now over 100 in Iglesias and Davis. WAR-wise, 6.7 for Cooper, 6.4 for Ed. Them two are just absolutely battling. 58 fit minus for Ed, 53 for like, look at this. This is crazy. probably one of the best teams I've ever had in the OOTP in like an offline save. Like, this team is so fun. It's pretty much on autopilot at this point, until the wheels inevitably fall off. Like once this young core we have of what can hopefully be. I wish we could have a dynasty with them, but we kind of ruined that when we couldn't go back to back. But yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. Our expected record right now is so we're underperforming or we're outperforming our Pythagorean by 1. Last year we reached 124 wins. Not going to happen this year, I don't think, but I think we could still reach the teens of the 100s. Hopefully. We are going to stop there. That does leave us with just September to play, and then we will have playoffs. So we will possibly get into playoffs next sim, or not next sim, next stream, which should be tomorrow night. If something changes, I'll let you know. If you want, please join the Discord. I post there whenever I go live, and I post any updates about my schedule. Again, I am sorry for the huge hiatus from streaming and YouTube videos. I was moving, and that's why, again, that's why the background looks different. We moved and stuff, but all that is finally settled. So I'm looking forward to getting back to regularly scheduled content, so to speak. Yeah, it was really fun chatting up with you guys. I miss you guys a ton. Thank you so much for everybody for hanging out on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for any new follows and new subscribes or anyone else that liked the stream over on YouTube. I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much to Pep for resubscribing over on Twitch as well. You guys have a great night, and I will hopefully catch you guys tomorrow night. Peace.